The next Nintendo Switch Direct could be happening within the next couple days. Let's talk about it. So as you guys already know, it's not really a matter of if we're going to be getting a Nintendo Switch Direct soon, but it's kind of a matter of when and what it's going to be about. But we've got some really good news to talk about that should dispel a lot of the rumors going around of what this next Nintendo Direct will be, including when it could happen and what games could feature in the Direct. As always, we do have a leak that we have to discuss with this video. Obviously, the leak should be considered a rumor, but it's worthy to talk about just in case. So starting off, we have a big bombshell of an update to the Nintendo website. So if you go to supermario3dworld.nintendo.com, you will see that the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury landing page is finally live. Now, this happened a few days ago, so it's nothing really crazy, but on the other hand, the Direct Archive website also updated around the same time, which is kind of leading me to believe that they're doing a lot of stuff in the back end to prepare for the upcoming Nintendo Direct this week. It is worth mentioning that January is kind of a dry month, and it's always been kind of a dry month for Nintendo, so it's a strong possibility that they just push the website live and give us a mini Direct that goes over everything new in Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. You would think with a game that's coming out next month that we would have a little bit more information about the sub-tagline of the title. What the heck is Bowser's Fury? I don't understand. I don't know about you guys, but if I were to give Nintendo some advice, it might be a good idea for them to actually explain what that means in the upcoming Nintendo Direct. Now, putting my sarcasm aside, this Direct could still be huge. It could be a general Direct. The odds are not looking in favor of a general Direct, but still the hope is there. Don't get your hopes up too much, but still leave a small bit of hope for the potential of a huge general Direct that kickstarts the new year and announces some big hardware and software for the next year. Preferably the Nintendo Switch Pro or the Super Nintendo Switch, as well as Breath of the Wild 2, Bayonetta 3, and Metroid Prime 4. You could call it wishful thinking and maybe call me a madman, but those are my expectations for this year, and I hope Nintendo starts off with a bang with a general Direct this month. But this next bit of information could lead us to what the likely Direct this month will be. Now, obviously, take this next bit of information with a grain of salt. It is pure speculation, and it should not be considered as real, but we gotta talk about it. It's a Nintendo leak. I talk about Nintendo leaks on this channel, so let's get started. According to a 4chan leak, the summary of the Nintendo Direct will be a mini Direct at an unspecified date of either January or February. It's going to announce Red Star / Mario Odyssey sequel. Now, just off the start, it's not looking good for this because I don't think we're going to be getting Super Mario Odyssey this year. I don't even think we're going to be getting it next year. The leak goes on to say that we will be getting a 3D World plus Bowser's Fury trailer. The upcoming mini Direct will showcase Super Mario Galaxy 2 DLC for 3D All-Stars, and not specified if it's going to be a paid or an update. I really don't think we're going to be getting Super Mario Galaxy 2 for 3D All-Stars. I think that'll just be a standalone game that we get to purchase for like $49.99. I don't see Nintendo bundling it in with 3D All-Stars. That's probably not going to happen, but that's what the leak says. There's going to be another game that's showcased codenamed Orion, published by the Pokemon Company. No information about that. I think it's a possibility that that can happen. Obviously, we know the Pokemon Company does release games still. Granted, not games that we want them to release, but I digress. It says that we're going to be getting Fall Guys on the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of a no-brainer. Fall Guys is not on Nintendo Switch right now, which is kind of mind-blowing to me, but it will be released for the Switch. It makes sense. The game is perfect for the Switch, so I can definitely see that happening very soon. The leak goes on to mention some miscellaneous third-party stuff, as well as Nintendo Switch Online content, a Rayman Legends game, and Mario Strikers 2. The leak supposedly comes from an official Nintendo email, and it also seems to have a real header according to the blog that published this. Like I said, this stuff is obviously fake, but it's just funny reading online. My favorite part about this leak is they're talking about getting DLC or an update for a game that's going to be removed pretty soon. No way in hell would they do DLC for 3D All-Stars. That's just not going to happen. Will they do a standalone game for Super Mario Galaxy 2? That I could understand. That's probably going to happen if they actually do it. It goes without saying that most of the content in this leak was just kind of speculation, and it just was some fan that's excited and he wanted some Reddit karma, but I wanted to talk about it regardless. Gaming news, speculation, leaks, and rumors are my lifeblood. I love discussing this stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy the content as well. I don't know about you guys, but I hope that the next Direct is not going to be a mini one. I hope it's a general, and it's a full length. I'm talking 40 minutes of gameplay that discusses everything that Nintendo is doing for this year. It's very unlikely that Nintendo will do that, but still, I personally have that expectation. I want Nintendo to start 2021 off with a bang, and I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch Pro, the Super Nintendo Switch, whatever you're gonna call it. I want to know a release date for Breath of the Wild 2. I want Bayonetta 3. I want freaking Metroid Prime 4. Those are the bare minimums for me for Nintendo in 2021. Nintendo 2020 kind of was lame. Like, we had some pretty good games at Animal Crossing, but there wasn't anything huge for the end of the year. It was kind of just a third-party game, that being Age of Calamity. Don't get me wrong, Age of Calamity was a good game. It just had so many FPS issues that I just wasn't a fan of. But hopefully with the Nintendo Switch Pro or the Super Nintendo Switch, all of them issues are resolved with the upcoming console launch. The biggest takeaway for this video is we are going to be getting a Nintendo Switch Direct. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and what they're going to be doing with it. Currently, all signs are pointed at a mini Direct with the focus of 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. But I, for one, hope Nintendo gives us just one more thing. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Wes, and I will see you on the next video.